Yo, Mohsin, how are you?
फाइन सर आप सुनाइए कैसे हैं?
Okay, I'm doing this one thing. It's a reality TV show, and I
हम्म.
record, and you have to speak to me only in English because my
Okay.
my my audience has shifted from, poor Pakistani people to rich Europeans and Americans. So I need to de-Pakistanify myself as much as possible. Otherwise, it's bad for my brand.
That's
Pakistani brand, as you'll find out when you get out of Pakistan, is not really respected throughout. So if you want to sell things, it's not a good thing to be associated with,
okay. That's great.
unfortunately. But anyway, but I mean, we're gonna help that. And by the way, when you're on the phone,
Hmm.
little tip, you turn it sideways. Yeah, there you go. Right? Phone recording, always people come like that with the black edges on the side.
Hmm.
So, and I'm using ScreenFlow to record. You should use Camtasia. You're using?
Yes, I'm using. I'm right now. I'm not using Camtasia, but I will use in future. Yes.
Okay, use in future, and also you should be recording every conversation you have with me.
Okay.
Remember, you're the one who said I think you were the one who said, look, this guy's gonna be huge like Bill Gates or whatever. Imagine
Hmm.
if you had Bill Gates's time, you would record it, right? And then
Yes.
it gives you, because look, I'm going to be less and less accessible because I'm going to just be teaching millionaires, right?
Hmm.
So like you were one of the few that took up the opportunity to learn from me, so I give you this time, but I don't give this time to everybody. Like my
Hmm.
inbox is full of people wanting my time because I can charge a lot of
Yes.
money for it. But anyway, the US and UK question, if I had the choice,
Hmm.
personally, I mean, what's your decision point? What's the choices?
I have right now. I have two decision. I have two things to make decision from that. I have gotten choice from US universities, Australian universities, UK universities. So I have to decide in between these three universities. So the most scholarship I have gotten from is US university.
Yeah.
But I think the most of the people are saying that if you wanna do bachelor's, you should choose UK or Australia. So for
Well,
masters or PhD, you should choose US. So if then I have to do my bachelor's in computer engineering or computer systems engineering. So I thought about a person, and the person came in my mind was you, that who did his computer science degree in Manchester University.
yeah,
So
but the thing is, you just have to check a few things. One is getting visas afterwards because I'm British citizen, so it's different for
mm,
me. I was able to get a job and everything very easily. Whereas in Australia, I think that nationality is easier to get. You see, your big priority right now should be to get the nationality, either
mm,
American, UK, or Australian. They're all equally as good and have their pros and cons. Um, and actually, so you firstly always do your own research. Look at me as I don't know the answer because my situation is different than yours and blah blah blah. But you need to, so you do your research, but do your research to say what is going to get me the passport, because a passport then allows you to travel the world, it allows you to get jobs, it allows you to do everything else, right? You need to get rid of the Pakistani passport, and I mean keep it on the side, but it's not as useful
yes,
as
I understand.
so I think out of those three, probably now Australia is the easiest to get nationality after, right?
And what? Yes, and if I got Australian nationality, then it will be easier for me to travel around the world,
Yeah,
like in Canada, US, UK.
exactly. So it'll be easier for you to travel around the world.
And I think Australia is good for bachelor's degree,
Hold on.
undergraduate.
Uh, Australia is good for bachelor's degree. Yeah, it is good. It is good. Let me just do like there was a post that I made. I don't know if I can find it on Twitter. Uh, but I did it like which were the best and worst passports to have. Britain was like number one, or in the tied for the first top spot at 126 countries. and the from the fourth was Pakistan. So this is why I would do that, right? But what I would do is, so because then I think Australia might be good for the nationality wise, and but personally I had a thing for America like when I was younger, so I was like more swayed there. Like everyone will give you their opinions, and remember nobody's an expert. Each equally, every one of them has their pros and cons. It's what you make of it, just and also because you'll be an entrepreneur, or you'll have your backup plan. Because an entrepreneur, it's easier for them to work from anywhere. You can, because if you go to the UK, you can only get a job for 20 hours, but no one's going to stop you working 50 hours online, right?
Yes.
So if you get a
Okay.
day job, like £5 an hour, you can only work 20 hours. But if you do computing stuff properly online, build software or whatever it is, you can do a lot more. Even now, my courses and everything, my course is going to be $500 for that 101 course. And
Which I have paid for 99 only.
huh?
Which
Yeah,
I did for 99
yeah,
only.
exactly. So it'll be, but now, and also like other things like this is going to be a lot more expensive. Like I have one course, it's $10,000, for a weekend. So,
Mm.
those things. But anyway, what we'll do is, so as I said, just check out the visa situation, because with
Because
this,
in US I have got an offer from Indiana. It's near to Chicago, and it's Valparaiso University, as I said before.
yeah,
And the offer I got, I asked the director, international director here there, for my immigration purpose and citizenship. He told me that after your 4 years graduation degree, you have to wait until you get a suitable job, and when you will get a suitable job, you will have to wait for the letter by the company that to issue the H1 type visa to you. And after that you can work there for, I think, almost 2 to 3 years. When you will work 2 to 3 years, you can shift your family over there, and you will all the over you will have to stay in US for almost 7 to 8 years to get your US passport. Whereas in Australia I can get passport in 3 years.
yeah. So
and
I
you
would do Australia then.
and UK I don't know how much years it will take,
UK is
like.
6 years, but also they're tightening immigration. So check Australia. If it's 3 years, like my cousin went there and he stayed in Australia, I think 3 years. My brother's now getting thing. What do they say?
Your brother Umar is
Yeah,
Australian national.
he's getting permanent residence, and no, he'll get Australian citizen this year, hopefully. So what about what did they say in Australia? If you go after university, you get work for 3 years, you get the passport.
No, they say that the Australia has different rules for like Melbourne, Sydney, Perth. Like different areas have different rules and different taxes. So if you will graduate from like Sydney, you will have more chance to get citizenship early than you if you graduate from Melbourne. So
Go to
that is
Sydney. Sydney is good.
Sydney, yes. So that is the same case with Canada. If you go to Toronto, you will get citizenship after 5 to 6 years after working so much hard. And but if you go to like Manitoba or Winnipeg, like areas nearby states, so you can get the nationality more easily. So it's a nationality wise rule, and in UK it's a all general rule that you are saying that you have to stay for 6 to 7 years, and US there is a general rule
I
you
mean,
have to stay for. Hmm.
I just know there's another guy on Facebook who contacted me, and he was saying, look, UK has become really hard for thingy. You can contact him maybe for some advice.
Hmm.
Where is it? Should I just introduce you or no?
Yes, you can. But in the I think that in US they are asking me for pay like 18 to 20,000 dollars per year, and for total computer engineering degree I have to pay for like uh, 80,000 to 86,000 dollars. I have to pay for.
Okay.
So in UK I have to pay for like 60 to $50 to $60,000. Like if I if I equal the pounds,
Okay.
so it is much easier for me and cheap for me to get a degree from UK. Like in if I have to do if I have to study computer sciences, so Manchester University is top 30th university in the world by its ranking.
Yeah.
And in US, the university which offered me admission, it is much lower than Manchester. Like it is top 7 or 800 university in the world.
You know,
So
I'll be honest with you. What happens afterwards, no one knows the ratings. They just know you went to US, you went to Manchester, you went to UK or whatever, like this, right? First of all, so people are not looking at ratings outside. Yes, Manchester is good. I went there, so I'm a fan, and it was a good. And you know, Alan Turing, the guy who invented the computer, went to Manchester, right? So it's a good university,
so
and
how people see you, like if you meet people, different people, you have met different people in your life, and some entrepreneurs, some computer experts, some top engineers, some top people. So what have they seen in you? Like you have graduated from IMD Switzerland, MBA, top business school, and Manchester Computer Science. So how they see you? Like you are UK graduate. Oh, the
uh,
Amir.
yeah.
Amir.
Exactly. Yeah. They see me as how do they see me? They basically look in the UK. There's like two tiers: Oxford, Cambridge, and then you have Manchester. Then so Oxford, Cambridge at the top tier, and then you have you know Manchester, Liverpool, Leeds,
Hmm.
UCL, and then you'll have below that level, right? I didn't
So
get straight A's. I was a B student, but I was you know very active in other stuff. Um, so they see it UK even you know um, your but I came in top. What does stand out for me? I'll send you my resume or I'll post it out soon. But my because I was the top graduate in my university, right? So that stands out because it's like okay, this guy must be. I got a first class honors in the UK. In the US, it goes by GPA 4.0. You know, all the way
hmm.
down. In the UK, it goes first class, then 2-1, then 2-2, and I got a first class, and I was the only one they gave a first class in that whole year. Now, UK, so that way. But the biggest thing that's helped me in life is having a British passport, right? That has helped me more than the degree and the university and all these things. So if you get an Australian passport,
Which was the first company you did a job
Accenture,
in or reply? Accenture.
yeah.
And you got job in your fourth semester, last final semester after exams or
Yeah,
what like
I
that.
got it before graduation, but I mean, it's not like I only had Accenture. I applied to many companies, many rejected me, and a few took me on. There was another one, Credit Suisse, that took me on, and they offered me, but then I
And
picked.
what was your like starting yearly salary in
It was high. I can't. I think it was something. It was high for an average starting graduate, which was like something like 32,000. I remember that company used to pay $1,000 more than any other competitors, and it was something like probably like 30,000 pounds, which is about $45,000, maybe something like this.
and you leave that job and came to Pakistan just
No,
to
but
start your
yeah,
own
but
business.
that was like 10 years ago. You know,
Mm.
like that was like then I started my own companies and stuff. Yes, I left. And when I started my own companies, I went down and then I went up and then I went down and then up. So that goes but you know, everyone's looking for different things. Some people want job. I like my entrepreneurship career, right? So I would say I would say look at the passport and the nationality more than anything else. Like, is it are you allowed to work after you get the degree? If so, how long can you stay? My hypothesis now hearing if you do you have any entry into Sydney? Did they accept you?
Yes, I have offer in Sydney,
Which one?
Perth, like Curtin University in
Okay,
petroleum engineering. So
petrol
in
engineering. They don't
yeah,
get have computer science. You want
No,
to.
they have computer science, but the if I get petroleum engineering degree from there, so I have an addition subject, like I can learn petroleum engineering on offshores, like in seas and offshores. So
Okay.
it will be beneficial for me to work in Middle East countries like Dubai and Saudi Arab,
But
Qatar, Oman in high wages.
work there after you get the passport, because
Hmm.
they always discriminate. Pakistani passport gets lower price, and
So how you when you entered Dubai, how you see like immigration people over there in on airport, and people in Dubai, how did they see you, like you are British citizen, and they gave you much respect than other Pakistanis?
yes, of course, I got more respect by being British. I got a higher package, salaries, everything than
Because I researched that one cannot simply like go into Dubai media industry, and you have gone in media industry, and you have also launched your webpreneur academy classes over there, and you have like done everything there which a normal being or Pakistani can do it.
no, no. Look, I am not saying that a Pakistani cannot do it. No
Mm,
one, 98% of people never ask me my passport and everything. My accent, I've worked on that, right? The way I dress, the way I speak, the way I'm polite to people, all these things. I come on to media not because I just say, "Oh, give me on media," but I meet someone like, "Look, I'm giving you time, right? As a student, how much time I've come to
mm,
your shop, I've visited all this stuff, and you paid me what, 10,000 rupees? How many teachers give you that much time?" But that is all deposit, right? And
mm.
that's how you make your brand, because now I know that you, I don't know, did you speak about it in your graduation speech or whatever? Remember you were asking?
Yes, I asked you, and I think you told me one thing, that believe the biggest belief you can have in yourself.
Yeah.
I I I addressed that in my ceremony, graduation ceremony, and I think the only thing important was this. Other than this, I only, like, you all know that we have to thank our all teachers and all mentors and all faculty, and time is gone.
Yeah.
Other than graduation speech is small short. So
Have you
the
seen my
biggest speech,
graduation speech?
no, I haven't seen.
Let me show you my IMD graduation speech, because I had to give it. See, the thing is, IMD, um, MBA, Anzur. The thing is,
You were also a first class honor pass in IMD
yeah,
MBA.
there they do a distinction in leadership. Um, watch it afterwards. But basically, what I was saying is, like, the world isn't take racist against Pakistanis, because in my MBA I got elected as the graduation speaker, and my nationality was Pakistani, right?
Hmm.
So it was 42 nationalities, 90 people, and they picked a Pakistani. So it just shows you that it's not, but it's, you have to act like, because people get scared of Pakistan, like they get scared of the media image and all this
Hmm.
stuff.
So the
So
most important thing is, like, I have to concentrate and research on, like, passport, which country has more immigration. Like, I have to concentrate on passports, that if I go to UK universities, so how after graduation I will be treated, and how I can get job
yeah,
easily.
just find out, especially for, because find out especially for
In UK they are
Australia.
saying, in UK they are saying that you have to wait until 2 to 3 months. You have gotten 2 to 3 months after graduation, and if in 2 to 3 months you are unable to find any suitable job, then you have to go back to your country and work there.
What
So
about
that's the thing.
Australia? What are they saying?
No, well, look, Australia. In Australia, the case is totally different. In your graduation second year, you are being awarded scholarship by big companies, and after your graduation, you are automatically shifted to as a trainee person, or like after to training, have a training opportunity to have training on that companies, like big companies, and you are shifted to the companies. You there is no any. difficulty to find a job in Australia. You can get jobs in
So
easily.
go for Australia. What is how much is the cost of Australia?
Australia in cost. They are giving, first of all, they are giving awarding scholarships after first year of study,
Yeah.
and after seeing that your GPA or everything in class rank. And if you did, for example, if a person didn't met all criteria for scholarship, he have to pay like 1,20,000 dollars.
Okay, one thing I'm gonna correct. There's no word lack in outside Pakistan, right? I don't
Okay.
know, maybe India, maybe Pakistan, but
one hundred twenty
no one
thousand
will
dollars.
understand you when you say lack, right? They'll be like, "What? You say 100,000, 120,000." That's how you
One
say.
hundred and twenty thousand dollars.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
so.
so $120,000 for yeah. So I mean, look, you do the thing, but the fact is, I think the place that's going to give you the passport the quickest and the least hassle getting a job and everything is Australia,
Yes,
right?
you are right.
They're competitive, and so and it's a good, people will what will get you your job is not whether no one cares that I went to Manchester University or even if I have an MBA
Hmm.
or whatever. I'm not in that career path firstly, but what they care about is your relationship is very important, that you build, and your past, like, if you're allowed to work in that country. Dubai and all these places, go there after you have your passport, because you can never get a Emirati passport. You need to get the passport from Canada, America, Europe. You can even go to Sweden and these places, or Australia, but go there, do your work hard, get a good degree, then get a good job, stay, get experience, and also get the passport, and then you're a free man. Then go wherever you want to go, to the Gulf, go for it, because then if things go wrong, you can go back to Australia and get something. And plus these places have benefits. And if once you become a citizen, it doesn't matter if you became a citizen at the age of 28. You have the same rights as someone who was born there. You're equal. They cannot discriminate against you, right? So these things.
So
Okay.
in London, you some of the main benefits you have gotten with the British passport is that you have to pay like how much taxes, equally taxes the other national people pay over there,
Yeah,
or
the taxes are all the same. Like once you get here, you pay the same taxes. But my benefits are,
but
if things go
in
wrong.
jobs you get higher, you are in higher chance to get a suitable job with high salary.
Yes, I have a higher chance than someone that doesn't have a British passport. Every country discriminates. Even Pakistan discriminates a lot. To get a visa into Pakistan for a British person is not easy, right? So
Mm.
people complain about Pakistanis finding it hard to get a visa, but Pakistani make it hard for British and Americans to get a visa. So so they do the same thing. Um, so
Other than this, I want to tell you that the oldest work I was doing, uh, that it's around like 1 month, and I have earned like my first 185 or $6 over there, and from only $10 I have earned 186
how much? How many dollars? One
dollars, and
hundred.
I think it was start at
How much?
186.
$186 you earned. Okay,
So,
excellent.
and the jump I took in this like Otis world is just my experience over the past 1.5 years, and
Wow.
now I am preparing for my A level exams, but my work is already going on, and my other contractors are working over there for me, and they are
Nice.
providing me. I just keep an eye on them, and I just check their work after before submitting to my client, and now I have clients who are paying me higher than ever in the writing field. And
Excellent.
this just because happened. I follow your footsteps and your video. I in last month I looked back again on in my web planner 101 course, and the best thing I found it that I was like, you remember that I asked you that I want to change my mobile and computer. So I looked back in your video, my course, and you said that Apple products are like those one of the top products which may like give you always benefit. And I bought Apple iPhone, and the benefit I got is like it's much easier, lighter, saves my battery like the more and work efficient fast processor other than like other from other mobile phones. And it got me like easy to work on. And Apple MacBook especially, it doesn't drain your battery out like for long hours. And after even 1 year, as you said that battery doesn't like got worse than like Windows laptops, Windows XP laptop, Windows laptop. Apple MacBook remains the same after even a year or 1.5 year. So that I bring a change in my working experience, and the reward I got in higher payments. So that's the thing.
Excellent. No, this is excellent because you see, you work hard and that's how you make money. That's how you will become good because other people are watching TV while you're earning $186. That's
Mm,
more than an average Pakistani makes that has a family to support, right? You don't have that. And then plus you have your side business, your mother's and your
yes.
father,
And
that
I
store.
I am happy now because I was thinking like if I am earning this much like in month I am earning like 200 to average $250 a month. And even before starting my graduation or university degree. So what will happen if I will earn my graduation degree and put my that graduation degree's experience, like if I will do computer science or computer engineering, I can put up more effort and I can put up more skills on Autodesk and online working. I can be I can be a web developer, or I can be a graphic designer or anything whom people pays higher salaries. So I can earn like in $1,000 online other than my job. So that's the point, and that's the point you like. You said absolutely right that we should record every conversation between us. That don't know that we can always look back and take the and we can always look back and take see the things that how things happening and how what did you say. And look, I always look back and see my course videos in on Web Planner Academy. And the benefit I got that every time I note one point and I follow that point. And now as you can see that I'm earning well for my pocket money and to support
You
my needs.
and better than this, not only the learning earning, it's the learning as well because you're learning how to deal with clients, which very few people at your age have that experience.
Hmm.
These
And
clients, they get
before
upset.
I think and before 1 to 2 days, you shared one post on Facebook. It was like Steve Jobs giving his address on like technology,
Yeah.
uh, when he was young, like quite young than like us. And when I listened to the speech, it really benefited. Like I listened to the speech, each and every point he addressed over there. It was like happening today. He said that technology will as fast we can never imagine mobile computing, and every people will have the like their first date, even their first date, uh, not with a girl, they will have their first date with computer or mobile. That's the point he made that on that time, and that's true.
No, and this is exactly right. And you know what, for me as a teacher, why do I record this and I'll upload this video? But sometimes it's giving, I update it to a new Mac, sometimes it's crashing. But basically, which my old one never did. But why I do this is because I don't think that I'm just teaching one guy, Mohsin. I think there's 1,000 Mohsin Naveeds out there, and not if not a million, right? And you see now, if I do the work once as a teacher, I talk to you, I see you as as a student progress 1.5 years, huh? That's and then I can see the end product. and then I can go back and improve it. And also, it boosts my confidence because then I know that it works. That I know that there's other people that were like you that started the course, but they never finished it. They never took the action. They never, then they complain, oh, I don't make it, all this. It's if you can work hard. You're how old now? 18, 19?
I'm 19.
19 now. Like you can do it, right? And so now you're in a good position. You're good. You work hard. That's why all these universities let you
Yes.
in.
Yet look, you can see that if I plan for future right now, and I can see like if I'm earning like $200 $250 right now, and what will happen if I will graduate and get my all get my get my new passport. Like if I get my Australian passport, I can travel around the world. I can do whatever I want. I can set up my whole company. Like I can set up my whole setup for working in Odesk. Even I can set up my like graphic designing company. I can set up my web developing company. Even I can set up my writers company in which I can hire more writers over there, like to hundred of writer, hundred of graphic designers. And what if I can only earn, if I can alone earn like 200 to $25 per month, what will happen if I join all the salaries, all the earnings of hundreds of people with me? Like this can benefit me, like other than my job, other than my personal job, I can earn online even like about like about 22,000, like $22,000. If I join all of the people's work, hard work, I can earn $22,000 per month as a side.
Excellent. Yep. Hello.
And with the job I can get all hello, yes, I can. And along with the job, personal job, I can earn more money. And as you said that when you will be rich, don't forget your
Yeah,
teachers.
don't forget your teachers, man. So anyway, look, it sounds good. It sounds great. As I said, look into the visa situation after your thing and where you can get a job, and then it'll be good. But if you need anything else from me, just let me know.
Yes, that's why I was asking for London. I was asking for like UK, so that I can come over there. And like the support I can get from you is like information of about accommodation, their visas,
No, no,
visa
no,
issues.
no. Don't use me for those kinds of things. Do your own research. Just Google, and then ask me for like, okay, this major stuff. Not like, okay, I can help you in London. If you come to London, I can help you out, get set up, but don't
Hmm.
rely on it. But if you come to London, yes, maybe you can work with me. I can help you. Not as a, I can take you as a trainee or something like this, right?
Yes, that's right. But if after 2 to 3 years of university degree, if I have to live off campus, so I can ask you that which which yeah, like place is good for bachelors, or which place is like good for
If you
there.
live
And
here 2 3 years, you'll know yourself. But I mean, look, if you come to London, we can meet up definitely, and we can do more stuff as well, right? So I mean, there's London has a lot of opportunity as well. So I wouldn't forget it, and don't forget you're connected to one of the more connected people in
okay.
London. So if you come to London, I am one of the more connected people. I'm making my connections now in government, on media, and all these things. And so you'll be connected to me. You can come to my events. You can get some extra coaching from my side. It's not a promise, but I can help you in that regards, which is a bonus. I can say that you might not have from going.
Alone with a degree only.
Yeah, with the degree, so we can work together from here, right? So if you come to London, we can work, but I'll myself be traveling and stuff. So actually think of yourself first, of degree, visa, where you can get it.
Yes, I can.
I,
I will first search on like if I'm getting the visa in UK in 6 years and in 3 years in Australia. So I will definitely choose Australia, and I
yeah,
will go there. And after obtaining my Australian passport, then I would recommend. I will travel in UK or wherever in the world.
yeah, exactly,
So
exactly.
you have the thing you have said is like very great. Like I should now, along with my degree and university options, I should say. yeah, visas. I should research on visas, that how to get a passport, and from where I can get my passport easily. And after obtaining my passport, like my life would be like great, even more great than now.
No, I mean, look, it's not the make all and break all of the world, but it's another nice thing to have. You know, if you can have a passport that allows you to travel, your exposure, your, my real
Even
education.
in crisis, even in, if even in you, if you look like in practical life, in situation where crisis happens, like you see that crisis happens everywhere. If you have your Pakistani passport, but a UK Manchester degree, and you lost your job, and what will happen if you have your British passport? You can get a job, another job easily. You can shift to another job. But if you have your Pakistani passport and you lost job in UK after working a like lot of hours or like that stuff, so you will have much difficulty to find another job, apply to another job, and have another good job. That's the thing. That's the main point you can have. Like you are saying that if you fail in Dubai, you can go back to Australia, where you have your passport. And if I fail in Dubai, I have Pakistani passport. What will happen? They will never. They will like say you can deport deport from here and go for Pakistan and find another job. Like, so that's the main thing. The main point. You went to UK after coming to Pakistan, and in UK you are. I think you are more comfortable than Pakistan, because there you can travel all over the world. You don't have to obtain every time. You have to ask for visas and the time durations. So you are free to travel everywhere. You are free to do a business in every country. Like, so that's, I think, main point you are trying to explaining me. And I should start my research over in it, and I should go for a country where I can get my immigration easily. And that's thing I will ask universities, that if they are providing, like, their employability rate is higher. Or sometimes it happens that in Australia you graduate and you are there is no chance to get a good employability rate after graduating from that particular university. But in UK, after Manchester, you can get like good job after graduation, and it is the more chance of getting job is greater than Australia. But I will research on it anyways. I will research on it, UK, Australia, or US. So in US, I know that it is like 7 to 8 years. It is confirmed you have to stay there for 7 to 8 years. But in UK, as you said, it is like tight. They are tightening the rule, and you have to stay there for 5 to 6 years. And but in Australia, it is Australia and Canada. I know it's less than like UK or US. You have to stay lesser than both of them, and you can get immigration easily. So that's the thing. I will work on it.
Okay,
And
perfect. What I'll do is I'll post this video out, and maybe people can comment on it as well, and then
hmm,
then you can comment on it, and then other people have the same question, and they can add to it, right? And put the links of the places. Use Evernote. Start using
okay.
Evernote to track all the places. So create a folder for like I don't know student visas, and then you put all the research. So when I post out to Facebook, you can post that out, and people are like, "Wow, this guy's experienced guy," and that's a business idea for you. You can sell that information later on to people. You can do business immigration 101. Like
Yes,
if you
that's a, like, if you have passed something, like if you have gotten visa, US visa, student visa. Every student who is applying in US will ask you about how to obtain US visa easily. You can give them tips and tricks that how I obtained my visa.
exactly.
And the like why now I am asking you that how it feels earning a degree in UK, because you are a UK graduate and you are a British passport. You have British passport, so that's why you are helping me and helping me out. And like, you are giving me a good advice that you should look, as you now they have changed their, or I think all the rules. And as you are like it's more 30 at the age of 30s. I think you are in 30s, I think,
Yeah, guess
or
which.
20. I think starting of 30, like start at initial 30s,
Okay.
31 or 30.
Okay.
So you have more experience than me. And when you get your UK passport, you was like younger, and at that time the rules were not that much, I think, strict like
Well,
now.
my I was born in the UK. Established, you see everywhere it says established
Mm.
1977. So I'm 37 now. So, but it's just a number and all this stuff. But anyway, yes, I was born in the UK, so everything came to me a lot easier. Like my two brothers, they don't have a British nationality because they were born in Pakistan. So I see the struggle and how easy it is for me. My brother just went to Turkey and he took his passport, which had, and he forgot his old passport, which had the Schengen visa, and so he had to come. He took all the way the flight there, then he had to take a flight back, like because
So
they
how about your brother Omar? Like he's working in Australia or what? Like he's
Omar,
Pakistani national.
yeah, he's got his own company. He's doing World Academy,
Hmm.
and he's doing. Sorry, well, he's doing. Yeah, he's building that up basically there. But he's got his own company, and that's what he's doing. But he's got a permanent residence. So after I think 2 or 3 years, you get permanent residence, and after that, one more year, then you get the nationality.
Okay, that's great. So that's the thing. Like all I have to ask for, and
Okay, perfect. So let's catch
I,
up next time. If you have got any more questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see posting this. You have to learn SoundCloud. I'm learning SoundCloud because I'm also going to take the audio from it and put it on SoundCloud, and then put it on. I'm doing up my site and everything like that. I'm going
okay,
back
I
into
will
teaching.
okay, perfect. I will learn. I will definitely learn SoundCloud, and
SoundCloud, Evernote,
okay, so
Evernote, and those two, and YouTube. You need to have your own YouTube channel, and you need to have mohsinnaveed.com. You need to have
mm,
everything like I have for amiranzur.com. You need to have. Okay, so you should have a Twitter. You should have a LinkedIn. You should have Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and
our on site.
your own site, right? mohsinnaveed.com.
Mm,
Okay, and your email address should be mohsin@mohsinnaveed.com.
okay,
Okay, perfect. Catch up. Thanks. Take care. Bye bye.
thank you.